Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. I'm gonna be working right beside the road. Hopefully the road noise is not too bad. So I'm not gonna talk a lot. We're gonna get right into this. This gentleman here has this Onan generator. Generator works fine, but his transfer switch went bad a while back. And you know, transfer switch is a convenience. All right, you don't have to have it to transfer power. Well, let me go over transfer switch real quick. Transfer switch transfers power from your shore cord to your generator. It will always choose shore cord if there's power available, but if there's no power on the shore cord, you start your generator. There's usually a delay built into that transfer switch. So, wait for traffic. So you start your generator, and it automatically transfers power from the shore cord side of the transfer switch to the generator side, sends that power to your power distribution panel. All right, like I say, this gentleman says he does not need a transfer switch, so he's not going to go to the expense. So what we're going to do is something I've done a few times, and it's something a lot of motorhomes used to be wired this way, and even some Class C's today are still wired this way. Right there's the power coming out of the generator, goes into a junction box, and then continues to the transfer switch. All we're going to do is take that cable and that conduit out of that junction box, run it right over here, and we're just going to wire up a 30 amp outlet so he can plug his shore cord right into that outlet whenever he wants to run the generator and use the power from the generator. So this is a 30 amp motorhome, because it's kind of an older motorhome, and it does have that load shedding thing that, so that's how they're running 2 air conditioners with a 30 amp service. But so yeah, we're just going to wire that right in there. Be pretty easy peasy, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. First thing I'm going to do is get this cover off so we can access this junction box. I did bring my meter with me too, because somebody's already been in there monkeying with the transfer switch. So I'm just going to make sure we don't have any power here. It never hurts to check for yourself, especially when you know for a fact somebody's been in there monkeying around. So I believe I have a video where a gentleman had a 5th wheel camper that was generator ready, did not have a generator, and his transfer switch went bad. And since he didn't even have a generator, never planned on having a generator, we just bypassed the transfer switch so that the shore power was powering the coach all the time. So this is a little bit different. But like I say, somebody's already been in that transfer switch and done that before I ever seen this coach. I'm just going to do this rewire on the generator. So get some of these wire nuts off and just make for sure that we don't have any power here. Of course, you know, I could just lick my finger, stick it in there and tell that way, and that's effective. A little painful, but it's effective. Since this is a 5500 watt generator, it does have 2 circuits. That wire is dead. It has two power circuits and 2 neutral circuits. Check this other power circuit here. Just make sure it's dead. There, catch my ground. Got my meter on AC. That one's dead. That one's dead. Just for grins and giggles, we're checking the neutrals. Everything's dead here. So we are good to go. checking from neutral to hot. Yep, everything is dead here. So we can somewhat safely proceed here. And I'm just gonna unwire all this stuff and get ready to start running that receptacle over there. So yeah, y'all hang on, I'll be right back. I got all that de-wired, unwired, whatever. I just went to Lowe's, got a metal box, a 30 amp RV receptacle, and a cover. And yeah, I'll take a hole saw, drill through this plastic compartment over here to fasten everything through too. And yeah, this will be pretty easy. As like I say, the two compartments are right here side by side. So just figure out where we want to put the box and start putting her back together. I'll try and put y'all over in this compartment and maybe you can see what I'm doing, maybe you can't, I don't know. I'll probably be in the way most of the time. Who knows, you might be able to see what's going on. We just have to figure out where there'll be no obstructions. We want to miss those valves. There's a steel beam back in here, we'll miss all that. So we'll probably just put it like right here, something like that. I believe is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna drill a hole right there. By we, I mean me. That's some thick plastic. And that box will go right there. And this wire will poke right through the back. And then we just wire it up. See how this is going to work. Now I do need to run a ground from over where I unwired everything to this box, and it's just so we'll have a ground. You can never have too many grounds. But yeah, we're gonna be losing our ground by doing this. So we'll run a new one, and it will be okay. Get our nut for our strain relief over all these wires. Well, it's a cool day here. This would be a lot easier on a warm day. These wires would be more flexible. That conduit would be a lot more flexible. That conduit's stiff. Everything's stiff today. Even me. Alright. Now y'all absolutely not gonna be able to see any of this. That connector comes right through that plastic ball into our metal box. Should be able to get this, hopefully be able to get that nut started. Just like so. And everything's nice and tight. So I'm just going to run a bare ground from here right over here to this box and tie into our ground wire. That's what I'm going to do. You know, it does not have to be in conduit because it's a ground wire. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get that started, and then we will just wire this receptacle up there and button this up, and this will be a done deal. We've got everything buttoned up here. Got our ground wire run to there, and everything's capped off. I put the two neutrals back together, just capped off the two hots going from here up to the transfer switch, and Go put that cover back on, and then we're gonna start wiring the plug. Now, I am probably not gonna be able to show this. There's a receptacle. It comes with a legend in the package, but all it tells you is the ground goes on green, the neutrals go on the white, or on the silver screw, and the loads go on the gold screw. So I'm gonna get this all wired up. I think I gotta put the cover on first. Nope, cover goes on last. So let me get this all wired up. I'm just gonna put the two neutrals on the under the silver screw, the two loads. Now that don't work, does it? This needed to be a 50 amp. Yeah, this needs to be a 50 amp receptacle. He's gonna have to reduce it down to a 30 amp for his short cord. Yeah, because if I put those two loads on one screw, it's gonna make S220. That would not be good. Huh. Glad I thought of that. Alright, I need to go to the truck and see if I have a 50 amp receptacle. That would have been a big boo-boo. Well, folks, this is one of those videos that does not have a climax. We're not going to get to finish this job. The gentleman looked at what I had. I told him, you know, we needed to get a different receptacle because I did not have one on the truck. He looked at what I had and he's like, well, I can do that. He's pretty handy. So I feel confident that he can finish this up and it all will be well. I'm just glad I realized what I was about to do before I did it. But you know, I don't know where that insight came from, but I'm glad it came. And won't y'all have some insight? Get down there in that comment section. Give me a comment, a criticism, concern. All you electrical engineers, you tell me what all I did wrong today, and I will take that constructive criticism just fine. I don't like when people's mean and they're haters, but constructive criticism I have no problem with. So that's it for today. I'm gonna go get me some lunch, and then I may or may not go fix another one. I don't know, because it's actually supposed to start raining again this afternoon. So anyhow, whatever. Long story short, I'm going up road, maybe fix another one. Y'all have a great day.